Hi, this is John Patrick Hickey. Welcome back to our series on civility. I want to talk a little bit about how civility and business blend together and how important it is for business. I deal with business people all the time, and we all understand the whole principle of civility in business if you've ever had to deal with service. Getting service in a restaurant, getting service from an attorney, getting customer service in a department store, whatever it is that you have to deal with, the communication, the connection between the customer and the business is always based on civility. Either it's there or it's not there. And the people who have understood how the principles of civility can help their business are the businesses that have truly succeeded. I think probably one of the best examples of that, and anybody who's ever dealt with customer service will know that the example that's held up before everybody is Nordstrom's. Nordstrom's has a policy of customer service that has always been way above any other store. Every employee at Nordstrom has the ability to not only refund the purchase of anybody who is unhappy with it, but to replace it, to do whatever is necessary to satisfy the customer and to make sure that that experience is good. A lot of businesses look at customer service as dealing with a nagging person or somebody who's going to complain all the time. And yes, there are people out there who do that. But it is the responsibility of the business to always make sure that their customer, and I don't care what kind of business it is, whether it's selling a product, doing a service, whatever, that it is up to the business to make sure that their customers are happy. That's their responsibility. And you can't do that without understanding the principles of civility. How many of us have gone to a restaurant, sat down and had some grumpy waiter or waitress come to the table and take your order as if you're interfering with things that they have to do that's much more important than you? We've all had to do that. And I think probably, and forgive me for those who, government employees who work for the DMV, but most people will tell you the worst place to find customer service is in the Department of Motor Vehicles, because people tend to be gruff and they don't pay attention to you, and it's like a hostile environment that builds on itself. Now, let me explain to you what happens in business when civility isn't there. And that is, it is a perpetuating thing. Give you an example. You go into a store and the clerk is somebody who is having a hard day. They didn't get enough sleep, they had an argument with their spouse before they left, whatever the reason is, they're not having a good day. So who do they take it out on? They take it out on the customer. The customer comes, they have questions, they have complaints. The salesperson doesn't really want to deal with them, so they give gruff, short answers, which makes the customer, in turn, be upset because they're getting bad service. And so the negativity of the employee hits the negativity of the customer, which goes back to the employee, which is going to go to a different customer. And this continues to build and to build and to build. My wife and I went not long ago into a shoe store. It was a chain. And the salesperson there was just it was one of those things where you just felt like you were interfering in their life. They weren't interested. Now, my wife had a problem with shoes that she had bought there. They weren't interested in helping. And that hostility made it that we went into the store feeling really good. We left the store feeling really bad. We went into the store feeling there's something here we might want. We left the store feeling we'll never go back in there again. Now, this is how civility in business works. It is so important that you treat people as the important clients that they are. Whether they're spending money on penny candy or they're buying a new Cadillac, it doesn't matter. Without the customer, you have no business. So you have to be able to treat them as the important person who they really are. Jim Blanchard said that if we only have one rule in this company, it will be the golden rule. We've got to get that one right. All other rules aren't necessary. It is important that you treat your clients as you want to be treated. Now, a good thing to do in business, when you go to serve a client, whatever it is that you're doing for them, think in terms of, if I were them coming to this company, what would I want? How would I want to be treated? How do I want to leave this experience? Am I going to leave it feeling like I can't wait to do business with them again? Or I'm going to leave it thinking I will never do business with them again? Those are the two options that you're going to have. Because believe me, the customer that leaves without feeling anything is the same as the customer who says, I will never do business with you again, because there's nothing to draw them back. You have to win a client every single time. Business is based on good manners. It is the thing that will move that business or that business person farther than anything else. Margaret Walker said that friends and good manners will carry you where money won't. And that is so true. People, when they're looking to hire in their business, they're going to look for somebody who's going to add, not take away. You get two people, both qualified in the job requirements that you're hiring for. One of them is grumpy and nasty. One of them is pleasant and well-mannered. Who are you going to hire? It's not going to be the grumpy, nasty person. It's going to be the person with good manners. Good manners don't cost you anything. It's not like you got to go and get a degree in manners. That would be nice, but they don't have one. You decide to do that. Your company is the same way. When you're hiring someone, it doesn't cost you extra to look for people with good manners. It doesn't cost you extra to train your employees to have good manners. It's just a standard of life. Every business should strive to have people who are pleasant. You don't have to just fill a spot. Your business depends on how pleasant your employees are. Whether you are the only employee in your business or you have thousands of employees in your business, your employees are going to represent your customers. And as I said before, your customer is the most important person you have. Without them, you have no business. Till next time. This is John Patrick Hickey, and I do want to encourage you to be your best. Love God, have good manners, discover the unknown, and change your world.